Um, hey, what's up, you guys? It's me, Lucky here, and I bring to you another YouTube video for today. In this video, I am gonna explain how to build your deck, and especially if you're free to play. I know some of the cards I probably have, you don't have, but eventually you'll get them soon. You just gotta keep trying. Um, when you building your deck, you always wanna test those cards. You really wanna test everything out. Make sure they go together. Um, so yeah, I built this deck right here. As you can see, I am running with the P.E.K.K.A there. I'm running with the Prince. I'm running with the Bucketeer. I'm running with the Barbarians, the Spear Goblins, the Minion Horror, some arrows, and of course I'm running with the bomb tower. This deck's working pretty awesome to me. As you can see, I got a victory there. I got a draw. If you know you cannot beat the opponent, try to go into defense mode. What I like doing always, I wait until the opponent strikes first. That way, so I can either counter it, and then I can so I can see what kind of cards he has. Because I mean, if he has some cards that I can beat, I'd rather just go to defense mode, protect my tower as much as possible I can. That way, so it could just be, I'd rather lose as a draw than lose for him getting my tower. So as you can see, I got here a victory, a draw, another victory, and defeat. That's what I mean. You always gotta wait. I lost this match because I threw out my P.E.K.K.A. Once I threw my P.E.K.K.A, that's 7 elixirs. So he threw out a prince, and I think he threw out a prince, and he threw out some goblins at me. So I mean, a prince is 5, a goblin is just 2 elixirs each. So that was 4. I mean, he destroyed my tower. This game should have ended a draw, but it was my mistake. I sent out P.E.K.K.A, and either way, so it's victory, a defeat, draw, victory. Uh, that's where I switched my deck. First, I was running with the Prince, the Hog Rider, Musketeer, Barbarians, the Minions, and the Minion Hard, Arrows, and Tesla. This deck did not work for me at all. As you can see here, I had defeated, draw, defeated. So I had to switch my card. I would switch my cards around, and apparently this deck here works for me best. It's very. I can actually go into defense mode on this deck. I can go into attack mode. I can just go straight and set on my P.E.K.K.A. Once I send out my P.E.K.K.A, I send out Musketeer there behind him, because at the same time when he drops out either his spirit goblins, anybody, they're gonna try to aim at my P.E.K.K.A first since he's in front, and that's where my Musketeer comes from behind, and she does some serious damage to them as well. So I mean that's my plan. When you're building your deck, you always want to have like a heavy hitter, or you can have a tanker. As you can either have a tanker like Giant. He's a very good tank. But the only problem with the Giant, he does not attack back. So you really gotta be conscious about that. So you can use Giant as like a distraction. But if they don't pay attention to the Giant, Giant could destroy your base if they don't take him down easily as well. The other good card you can use is a skeleton, and the giant skeleton is a pretty awesome hero. He does attack bad, so that's all about like skeletons too. And top of that, when he dies, he actually throws the bomb. So I mean, it's very perfect if he ends up to the other opponent's tower, and they killed him there, and he does throw a bomb. So I think that's pretty amazing about him. The other tanker that I like is Golem. He's the most expensive elixir. He's 8 elixirs. That's very expensive. So you better come prepared if you want to use this guy. The thing about a Golem, he's tanky. He's like basically the Giant. He does not attack back, but he goes straight to the tower. But once they kill him, he actually dropped 2 little mini golems there. So I think that's pretty cool. He's very tanky, as you can see. Just by level, what level? He's barely level 2, and he got 3,300 hit points. So if you have this guy, you don't have a P.E.K.K.A or the Giant, I'll advise you, use Golem. He's a very tanking hero, so he's pretty good. The other thing is you gotta have you gotta have troops that can bring down like flyers, especially if someone is using a balloon. You always want to have either a spirit goblin, the baby dragon there, the baby dragon. Spirit goblins won't do a thing, But I mean, if you want to bring down, like flyers, you can even use the wizard. The wizard is a good, he does a lot of damage, splash damage. That's all about the wizard. He can destroy, um, you know, a group of horrors. So that's pretty good. You can use either even the spear goblins to bring down some flyers, or you can use the minion horror wizard or that. And yeah, you can use the minions. Even the minions, it just costs 3 elixirs, but the only problem is just three. I like using the six better. I mean, to me, it's more dependable. And then you can send out like attack mode. For attack mode, I like using Prince. Prince, he does a job. I mean, if someone does not look out for Prince, Prince can do some serious damage to the towers. That's the reason I like using Prince. Even though he costs 5 elixirs, um, he does good amount of damage. Especially if someone does not pay attention to the Prince, man, their base will be out of basically like in 2 or 3 hits. It'll be out. Uh, but yeah, and then if you wanted to, I mean, if you want to go into like defensive mode, you can even bring down some skeleton army. Skeleton army is a good, but the only problem about skeleton army, they go very easily down, especially someone has arrows and someone has fireball, stuff like that. So you gotta be very very careful regards that. You always want to build your deck where you have a tank, you have someone that can attack, and you have someone that can kill flyers. I mean, there's a lot of people that use flyers like balloons, even mini hers. So I mean, you gotta be very careful about that. You always want to go into defense mode. That's the reason I always carry the bomb. To me, I try to test a lot out, and to me, bomb tower work more perfect. The only sad part about the bomb tower is it does not take out air troops, so that's very very disappointing on it. But if you want something that can take out air troops, I'll go with the Inferno Tower. Uh, Better because it could bring down your opponents out easily. But the thing about Tesla, man, I'm having a hard time to counter Tesla because Tesla basically paralyzes your hero. I mean, it's hard to get around people that use Tesla. I mean, it's a good defense mechanism that you can use just to slow down your opponent's hero. Especially if they have a Prince out there, they have a P.E.K.K.A. Even with a mini P.E.K.K.A, if you use a mini P.E.K.K.A, he does some serious damage. If you do not watch out for mini P.E.K.K.A, is very very risky. Mini P.E.K.K.A can do some serious damage. Um, So I mean, you always got to build your deck around. You got to make sure what goes together, or who what works better with your deck. This deck worked for me perfectly. I'm gonna do a life match, but I'm just take my advice. Just try to have one tank. Try to have a one that goes for attacker. Another people I seen a lot of people use Hall Rider is very good, but the only thing about Hall Rider is that he does not attack back. He goes straight to the base, just like the giant and the golem. He goes straight to the base, and that's really, you know just 4 elixirs, they can go wasted quickly if you don't. If someone has someone has barbarians, or even have the army, the skeleton army, that'll be a waste of elixir because he won't. He only takes 1 hit. I mean, it's 1 hit, but I mean, you really, if on his Hall Rider, you want him to take down the base. Since he goes straight to it, he does not do anything. Uh, there's sometimes I use when I was using the hard rider, I was using for like for a little distraction since they'll go since he rushes to the base, they will try to kill him. So I use him as a distraction as well. You could do it as well. There's a lot of things you can use, man. I mean, there's a lot of things you can build your deck upon. I mean, you can use Knight. Knight is a very tanky hero as well. I mean, you can use Knight. Just in case you don't have, like a Prince, you can, use a Knight instead. It's just 3 elixirs. Who else you can use? Yeah, you can either use a Knight, a P.E.K.K.A, or, like a Hall Rider for, like, for attack. Just rush an attack. And then you don't have to use arrows. If you don't want to use arrows, you can use either a fireball, but it's 4 elixirs. To me, I'd rather use the arrows. It's just 3 elixirs, and it does kill a group a group of horrors and stuff like that, like skeleton army or someone that has even spear goblins. That has little hut goblin type of decks going on. You can easily destroy them even with the fireball as well. But it just 4 elixirs against 3 elixirs. And the other one you can use too is the rocket, but it's 6 elixirs, and you can use this as like a backup just in case you already took down, the other opponent's tower, and it has like 300, points away, so it does 1,000 damage. So I mean that's pretty high, but you gotta remember the levels. Mine is level 5, so it does a good amount of damage. But it does cost us 6 elixirs. Um, Expos is a very very good card, guys. Expo, if someone does not know how to take it down, you can defeat someone with this expo with the tower if someone does not pay no mind to it. But I like using when someone using the expo, I like putting my tanking hero, or I use my bomb tower as a distraction, and then I'll send out my troops just to take it down. That's basically what I do. Especially when it comes down to an expo, it's a very very dirty card. I can't believe they let a card like this out. But it's I mean you can use this as a defense as well, guys. I mean you put X-Bow, he just keeps attacking for you. I mean you don't even have to send troops out because it would just aim for the troops. So you can use X-Bow as a defense as well, even as a distraction, because if you put X-Bow out, I mean imagine opponent already knows what an X-Bow does, so they would try to take down the X-Bow down first. There's some potion series you can use. You can use rage potion here. It basically does like a if you're play cast, this is basically like a little punky dog here. I mean, it just actually you move it and attack speed by 35%. So basically, you're having like a punky dog. If you play caster class, that's what it is right here. It's basically like punky dog. A movement and attack speed by 35%. I think that's pretty good. Freeze, basically it freezes your opponent, so I mean this really comes in handy, and I have used it before. It really comes in handy, especially if you low on troops and you don't have somebody you can send out fast. You can put freeze, just freeze your opponent for it depends, it depends on the level. So mine is 5.6 seconds, so I mean that's pretty good. The other thing is sap. Sap comes in handy too, especially if someone has like a tower, and they send out like a P.E.K.K.A. or they're sending out a witch. You could sap the tower and it will sap the tower plus the witch. So you can use that as a combo as well. The mortar too. The mortar. If you don't pay attention to the mortar here, I mean it's very very it can destroy a tower as well. It's the same thing with the X-Bolt. If you put in a certain amount of rage to the tower, it will target a tower as well. So I mean you gotta watch out for stuff like this. The poison is a very it's like an anti freeze, not a freeze, anti rage, sorry, because it will slow down the enemy's heroes. On top of that, it will slowly kill them. So that's a pretty defensive type of card as well you can use for defense. There's a lot of things you can use for your day. You just gotta combine cards. See what best works for you. This day someone might try it out and it will not work for you. It just depends how you use them. It just depends how you think at the moment. I think if you think right, any cards you use, you're able to defeat someone. It just depends how you think. Um, because I tried out some YouTuber cards before and they really didn't work for me. But I saw their YouTube video and it worked perfectly for them. But let's go into a one attack at least, guys. So I'm Arena 6. I got 1,881 trophies, so that's pretty good. My next goal is to aim for the Royal Arena, which is a 2,000 trophies. That's my next goal. So let's do this. Let's see who are we attacking today. The new creations. I can't see. Is that King Slayer? Okay, let's see what he plays. I'm gonna wait for it, but I am gonna send my P.E.K.K.A. out. Okay, this is the Goblet Hunt. I'm not too worried about the Goblet Hunt, but I mean, it did do a little bit of damage to my tower, just a little bit, tiny bit. I'm gonna send my P.E.K.K.A. out there. Okay, they're gonna send out their Goblin Hunt. I'm not worried. I'm gonna send my Musketeer behind so she can do some little damage there. Um, I'm just gonna take my timer now. Okay, as you can see, they send their goblin. I mean, their barbarians are there. Oh, I gotta watch out. I gotta very very watch out. I gotta send out my spirit goblins there. Yes, P.E.K.K.A. Come on, P.E.K.K.A. No, yes, yes. Okay, so now since I already defeated the tower, my goal right now is just to go straight into defense. That's my goal right now. So I'm gonna send my prince just to create like a little distraction out there. Oh no, that really sucks. So I really gotta protect this tower next. I'm gonna send some arrows real quick, just to take down the little goblin hunt right there. I mean the little goblins there. As you can see, Prince he does some serious damage. So right now I'm gonna go straight into defense. As I already took out one of the towers, I'm gonna go straight into defense right now. That's what I was talking about. Once you take out one tower, you don't really have to be their other tower. You could just go straight into defense. I'm gonna wait until he sends out someone. I'll probably send my barons out there. Just create a little distraction for them. Um, Next, I am gonna send out. Okay, yeah. So I'm not gonna send. I'll put my tower down yet. I'm gonna put it down right about now. There you go. So I'm gonna put my towers right about now. I might just add a little distraction there. I'm gonna put my minions out there just to create a little distraction. That's what basically you gotta do. Just create a little distraction. I am gonna send my Pekka out there just in case it's sending someone out. Pekka would just basically create a little distraction for them. Just keep in mind, you just want to keep just going. See, he's going to keep seeing his barbarians out there. I'm going to send my prince so he can do some damage to them as well. I'm going to go ahead and send my barbarians as well, just to create a little distraction there. I am going to put down another tower around here just in case, so they can start just aiming at my towers there. I'm going to send some minions. I see he doesn't. Oh, whoa. Okay, okay. So we got 21 seconds just to keep protecting. We just got to keep protecting. And I'm going to send another P.E.K.K.A out there just to protect for me very quickly. The battle is going to end in 10, 8, 7, 6. I mean, that's what you got to do, guys. I mean, you got to keep pushing it. I mean, you cannot let your opponent go to another base. There. It was just an easy win. I mean, you don't really have to go get the king. If you want to do it, just keep your opponent from getting to the other side of your tower. Especially, you saw my towers going down, so I just put my bomb tower there just to keep a little distraction, just for them to, once he sends out his armies, they will go to my bomb tower instead of going to my tower there on my left. So we did a pretty good job. I think that was great. Let me open a free chest here just to see what we have, what we get. Oh yes, we got the Hall Rider and it's a Spear Goblin. So I think it's pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and open this silver chest as well. Just see what we get here, just because we won. Oh, some sap, okay, and a giant. That's pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and do that as well. Of the other thing, guys, especially a free to play. I don't know if you don't know this or not, but join a guild. If you want to join a guild that does donate cards to you, especially if you're a free to player, there's sometimes players that do spend money on this game, they have extra cards for you, and they could just donate them to you. Especially if you have like if you get like a prince or a musketeer, they can don't. I think no, sorry, not for epics. I think just for rares and I think common cards where they can donate to you. So I mean, especially if you get like a musketeer, or you get a hard rider, or you get a wizard, you can just put it out there so they can donate to you. So I think it's pretty cool about this game. They can actually donate cards to you. You don't have to really be a pay to player in order for you to have some epic cards, or some good rare or good common cards you can use. So just keep that in mind, guys. If you're wondering, you have to spend. No, this game is totally free to play. You don't really have to spend any money on this game. Just you gotta just work. Just keep in mind. I mean, I see free to players beat top ranks in arenas. So I mean, you just gotta constantly just change out your cards, see what works best for you. I hope you enjoy this video. I hope it helped you a lot, build your deck a little bit better. Just in case you were wondering, what to do, or if you kept losing, you're like you want to see. Like I advise you, just get a tank, get someone that goes into attack, get some heroes that do take out air down. As you can see, I got one, and I got two, and I got three heroes that actually go. If someone sends in either a balloon or a baby dragon, I got some choices that I can work with to take them down. The thing about the minion hero and the spear golems, they use arrows or a fireball. They completely gone. So you gotta just watch out. You can either send out your spear goblin first. They will destroy them, and then if you have a minion her, you can go straight and put that down as well, because you already know they already use either their fireball, their arrows, anything like that, just to just keep a little like a little distraction, like I said, and then just make sure you have a backup, like arrow or fireball, something like that, and make sure you have like a little distraction for their troops. Trying to attack you with. So I go with the bomb tower. It's been working perfectly for me. I mean, it might not work for you, but for me it works perfectly. Tesla might work out for you better than it did to me. So just keep in mind this deck is not really. I'm not saying this deck is for you. Just keep in mind what you can work with, and and of course I go with the barbarians. It just it brings down, it can bring down a hill giant, not a hill giant, sorry, a giant, very easily, especially if they don't have no count. Well, sorry guys, I'm getting kind of sick here. But it can bring down a giant so easily, guys. So I mean, just you gotta just work yourself into it. You don't always gotta think that, oh, I gotta spend money in this game. I'm trying to make you realize you don't really have to spend money in this game. Everything, you can be free to play. All these cards are free. I seen people that get prints easily. Maybe the only hard one to get is probably Pekka, especially to get on to level 4. But you can get a prince. I'm pretty sure you can get a musketeer easily, a barbarians, a spear, goblins, minion hurl arrows. All these cards you can get them for free, and you can get them easily level up since they're not really that hard to get. A giant, you get them easily as well. So you just gotta keep in mind. Just work around it. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I hope it helped you a lot. Building your deck a little bit better. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah. Oh, and a little reminder, guys. I'm gonna have a giveaway not only for my Royal. It's a giveaway basically just from my channel. It's $100 gift card. Um, the way it works is once I reach 500 subscribers, I'll make a video once I reach 500 subscribers, and whoever you have to first like the video. First, you have to be a subscriber and add a comment there. It'll probably be 500 subscribers giveaway. Probably be the hashtag, and I'll pick a winner there. So it's a free 100. You can do whatever you want with the card. It don't really gotta be for Clash Royale or Castle Clash. It could be any game that you play on, or it could be you can use that for your own satisfaction. You can buy music with that, buy anything you want on Google Play. The gift card is not really gonna be iTunes. It could be the winner is an Android player. It could be a gift card for Google. It could be a gift card for Amazon. Gift card, any type of your choice. It'll be just 100. Just whoever's the winner. Um, you'll message me online, either line or on Instagram or on my Kick. You just tell me what kind of gift card you want, and I will get the gift card for you, and I'll give you the code or however it works. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you next time. And peace. Bye.